Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me for another episode on Word Thinkers. If this is your first time, my name is Sibio. And in today's particular video, we are going to listen to Harry and Meghan. You know, they had an interview with Oprah. And I want to point out a few things which I feel is also attached to Christianity. But first of all, I want us to listen to the interview, get perspective, and then we will be back here and I'll point out those things that I want that we are facing in Christianity today. And so there's a lot of things that I want you to observe, and as we move, we stop and we'll give some commentary just so we build perspective. And this is the same thing like from the start. I want you to notice the people that is kept in false and deceptive systems, false belief systems, where they think they are on the right path, but actually they are not. So let us jump straight into today's video and we will be back here.
With your family members, they know why you left. So has anybody said, I'm sorry you had to make that move, or I'm sorry you felt that you had to do that because you felt we were not supporting you?
No, sadly not. The feeling is that this was our decision, therefore the consequences are on us.
So just from the start of it, they left the royal house because they had to make that decision, and they were fully aware of the consequences that might come, knowing that they won't get support and all these type of things. And I want you to relate to this in a biblical perspective, where you are stuck in a false system, you are stuck in a false belief, and now you want to leave, but then your attachment, maybe you are financially blessed, the church, maybe you still have some few things here and there, but I want you to listen to the decision they came to. And at the end of the day, because it broke a lot of traditions, it broke a lot of things, and at the end of the day, it is setting them free, but still they do not get the protection that they thought they would have gotten by the royal house. But what I want you to notice is just the aspects that we are going to talk about.
And despite 3 years of asking for help and seeing or visualizing how this might end, it was, I don't know, it's been really hard, because I am part of the system with them. I always have been. But I guess there is, and I'm very aware of this, that my brother can't leave that system, but I have.
Does your brother want to leave the system?
I don't know, I can't speak for him. But with that relationship and that control and the fear by the UK tabloids, it's a toxic environment. But I will always be there for him. I will always be there for my family. And as I said, I've tried to help them to see what has happened.
Do they think it's a...
I just want to stop here for a moment. He's describing the environment, stuff like that. And I know some of us, we find ourselves in that same position. And where God have mercy on the point where He gives you the courage to live and the boldness, and still yet you make the decision to stay simply because you feel fearful for your life, to the point where you think when you leave the system, you'll get punished by God for leaving it. But then that's the delusion that has been placed in your mind for wanting to keep you in the system because you are beneficial to the belief system or to the false deception that is going on. And this is just what I want you to notice, because this same thing is happening in occultic groups, in false systems, in false beliefs. And so the hardest thing to understand is that people find it very hard to leave, and they had the courage and boldness to step out of the system knowing the consequence. And so I just wanted to point that out.
toxic environment, or do you all just think it's a toxic environment because you're now out of it? If we were to have an interview with them or a conversation with them, does your father think it's a toxic environment or relationship?
I think he's had to make peace with it.
And why couldn't you make peace with it? I'll ask that of both of you.
Because this was different, you know.
Because I just want to stop at this point and just say that when it comes to Christians, and I want to build that perspective, when it comes to Christians, they often find themselves in deceptive and occultic situations, and they never free themselves. They never get out of it. And some of them, they die thinking it's the right way. I will just remind you of a great massacre. I think the Jim Jones, you are familiar with it. That happened because many people were stuck in a deceptive situation, thinking it's the right thing to do. And at the end of the day, when you feel like leaving, because remember, the Bible says that the God of this age has blinded the eyes of the unbeliever, for they will never see the light that Christ wants to put upon them. And so that's why he was also talking about the Father can't see, because he's trying to show them something, just like we do. We try to show you a narrative. We try to show you a perspective. We try to show you the biblical standpoint of things, but yet you fail to see it, and then you draw your own conclusion because you are emotionally attached, financially attached, or you have some kind of association in this system that you never break free from. And so that is just what I wanted to point out to you, so that you can understand that these are things that keep people in bondage. And so at the end of the day, guys, I just wanted to point that out. I just felt that that was relative to what is going on in the modern day, where Christians find themselves in deceptive situations. They never get free from it. And these two people found the courage to get out of a system that was toxic, that was harmful, that was deceptive. And at the end of the day, they made the decisions to leave, knowing the consequences, knowing what they have to face. And at the end of the day, there will still be people that doesn't support them, the decisions they made, just like the Christians that get out of false systems. The followers still think that they are going to hell, when actually the ones that is staying is going to the drop-off. And so I just wanted to build that perspective. Until next time, do make sure to check out the pinned comments to see if there's any other videos that was posted today, and I'll catch you on those videos. Remember to join the live stream every Saturday at 4 o'clock, and I'll see you on that live stream. May God bless you. May God keep you.